Hello guys, it's Vara, and today I wanted to talk about what I would love to see from Ravnica. Now, you guys know I am very excited for Ravnica. I have been following all of the spoilers, and Ravnica is my favorite plane in Magic the Gathering. And because this is the third time we are going to Ravnica, this is the return to the return of Ravnica, there are a few things that I would really like to see out of Guilds of Ravnica, Legions of Ravnica, and the third set of Ravnica in this block. So let's get right into it. I've got mainly like 3 things that I really wanted to focus on, but let me know in the comments below what you guys would love to see from Ravnica, and let's get into the video. Reprints. Now, I think that cards like Lightning Helix and Electrolyze will be reprinted in Standard. Look at Standard currently. We've got cards like Lightning Strike and Abrade. I don't think that these cards are too far-fetched. These will be fairly powerful cards that will affect the rotating Standard, but I wouldn't say in a negative way. I do hope that we receive a reprint of Dark Confidant, and I could see this getting reprinted because each of the printings of this card are over $60. This is a super expensive card. Now, I know that Wizards really dislikes reprints, but this is a card that would help Standard. It's not also a card that would be overpowered because we have cards like Goblin Chainwhirler that can easily remove cards like this. I think each color combination needs a powerful reprint, and I think this will be a reprint for black that isn't too unrealistic. Maybe that's just me though. And the shock lands, I know people are really mixed about these, but I don't think there will be a reprint of these cards. Zendikar didn't reprint fetch lands. Why would Ravnica have the return of shock lands? But not only that, I think that the third time in Ravnica, it would be a bit of an overkill. I do sadly think without a reprint though, these cards will rise in price, raising at least another $10 to $15, but I think that we could see a reprint at some point down the line, maybe in a Masters type of set, but I just don't see it being now. At least that is my prediction, but I would of course love to see some good reprints out of Ravnica. Guilds that will help Bolas. With how Bolas' story has been, along with a few spoiled characters and who we know is on Ravnica, I've made a few predictions of guilds that I think will join Team Bolas, or guilds that have a possibility at least. Any not on this list obviously wouldn't even consider it, or are ones that we are seeing in the allegiances of Ravnica, not in Guilds of Ravnica. So here are my guesses for who I think would be on Team Bolas. Now, I do think Cult Rakdos will join Bolas. They are pretty hardcore, and even Rakdos was someone that always needed to be distracted so he couldn't cause chaos with other guilds. I could see Cult Rakdos jumping in with Bolas straight off the bat, surely thinking that no one on Ravnica was a match for Bolas. I could also see House Demir joining along with Bolas. Manipulation and underhanded deals sound like something Bolas would want. The guild mages also use their magic to influence minds of others, something Bolas already does. I think that it wouldn't be too out there to believe House Demir would side with whoever uprises first, but I don't know how well Demir would actually fare in this type of fight besides trying to retrieve what information they can. Bolas at this point probably wouldn't be looking for conversation and knows anything he would need to, but they would be a fair target to add to the fray. Is it? I'm pretty torn on. We all know Ralzeric is a main character since he is on the packs, and we also know Tezzeret was supposed to go and fetch Ral for Nikol, but I'm honestly not sure about the rest of Izzet. Niv-Mizzet is the most intelligent being on Ravnica, and he's pretty full of himself. He sees most beings below him, and in that spirit, I'm not sure if it would be realistic for him to give up Ravnica in a sense to Bolas. He might feel intimidated or threatened. I could see Izzet going either way, honestly. These two characters make Izzet pretty interesting to think about. Is it going to end good or bad on Ravnica? Who knows? Sorry, I had to add the Izzet pun in there. I can only use this every time Ravnica rolls around, okay, you guys? And I do think it's safe to say that the Golgari Swarm won't be joining Bolas. Of course, we know Vraska plays a huge part in the Golgari's story now, and Vraska isn't a fan of what Bolas has to bring to the table. She seems to be going for this more noble character after Ixalan and the pirate time she spent there. I definitely see the Golgari Swarm staying far away from Bolas and his plans, but it wouldn't surprise me if we saw a surprise here, honestly. I could see Golgari possibly going for it, but from the art that we saw on the playmat, I just don't think that that is the way that Golgari is going right now, but who knows? And the third thing I would love to see from Ravnica is guild commands. Command cycles like the Lorwyn cycle, which contained the famous Cryptic command, along with the Dragons of Tarkir command cycles, which contain cards like Kolaghan's command. I think it's time we see the guild leaders' commands, like Niv-Mizzet's command or Vraska's command, or we could go back to the original parents of the guilds, like Rakdos' command or Razia's command. Either way, Ravnica will need a good cycle of efficient cards, and we haven't seen cycles like this in a long time. I could see these adding a nice flavor to Ravnica and also being very useful cards that could be utilized not only in standard but in other formats too. I would also enjoy seeing sagas again, maybe highlighting the original fights on Ravnica and how the guilds came to form, but I understand that's not the way that they're going with sagas or for this set, unless they surprise us with them, but I highly doubt it. So you guys, these are a few of my Ravnica predictions, or things that I would like to see from Ravnica in general. Nothing too out there, but let me know what your Ravnica predictions are. Do you guys think we'll see new cycles, good reprints, or even armies rise against Bolas? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys are enjoying the videos, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and also make sure to check out the links below. You can donate to me on Patreon, you can join our Discord server and be a part of our community. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys again really soon.